What's going on, people? One Point Day here, and today I'm gonna do another video here. Now, for some of you people did seen the Godzilla X Kong review figures that I review, since that video was good, and for some of you people did seen the 2004 Bandai Godzilla, the one I showed you the size comparison. Well, I'm guessing it's time to review him, so here he is. 2000 Final Wars Godzilla. And he's made by Bandai, and he's a movie monster series. So yeah, I mean, this is the first time I'm getting a Bandai figure, and I got this figure in July. If you saw on Instagram, well, that's where I got. That's where it shows. I already show you that on Instagram. So yeah, and also what the figure comes with. Here, let me just do it like this. He also comes with the tag. See, this is like, as you see right here, this is the movie tag where he's about to charge at an enemy. And it says, 2004 Godzilla. It's Godzilla 2004, aka Final Goji. So, yeah. And of course, a lot of people kept this tag because I really love this tag because I heard a lot of Godzilla fans kept this tag. So yeah, I'm gonna keep the tag. And so yeah, really love the tag. And of course, they finally got his real year. That's what it's called, 2004. So, and usually, what was it, like 2005? Yeah, they just got a name. They just got the year wrong. Like it says that this is the 2005 Godzilla. No, it's 2000. It's a 2004. 2004 Godzilla. And I don't know if okay. You can see the eyes, for Godzilla though. Like it's red, so yeah, like in the film, like his eyes are red, and I really like the mouth in there and the teeth that he's got, like the whole body, and of course the spines. And really love this whole entire highlighting the detail, and of course the tail, classic look. It's 2004 Godzilla, and of course articulation though is that his head, and yes, his head can move, all the way around. But if you do it like this, like if you do a stop motion, then you do the head stop right there, like you're doing. And of course, the arms, they go, back to back. Even the leg though, the legs, well, I don't know. Hold on, let me see. Well, probably, I heard that I even saw like the old videos from the 2010s that the legs move all the way around. So, oh yeah, and the tail doesn't move, so it doesn't even move. When I got this figure, the tail doesn't move, so I'm not gonna move it. So now let's do a size comparison. So let's start off with, I already reviewed these 4 figures, so here we bring Kong. I mean, just look at that, in the Monsterverse, this one, 2004 Godzilla is 100 meter. I don't know how tall that Kong is in the Monsterverse, but I guess a 98 or I think 103 meteor. It's like he almost made it to the same height as Godzilla. So, yeah, that's Kong. And now let's bring Scar King. See? It's like, how tall he is, so yeah. Scar King. Let's bring out Shimu. See? Like, how small she is, like during that, but if you let her stand to break that height, then still breaks the height, you guys. She still breaks the height. And yeah, still breaks the height. Let's bring out the Monsterverse version of Godzilla. Here's the Monsterverse version. See? They look all good. The same size. Since I did show you guys that I already reviewed these four. So yeah. They look good, you guys. So yeah. And of course, yeah. Now the history for, well, I don't want to get too much of the history yet for 2004 Godzilla. History about him is that he's on, well, this design was on one film, you know, Godzilla Final Wars being the 6th Millennium film, and the movie begins where Godzilla faces off the Gotengo, like the early one, and he fights it. Well, he didn't fight. Well, he just fires his atomic breath, and then suddenly an earthquake happened, and then Godzilla falls in there, and then the humans, though, inside the Gotengo, they shoot the mountain, and they trap Godzilla in there. He's been frozen up for a long year. And yeah, and the year that says on the Final Wars movie says it's 20XX. So I'm guessing that's supposed to be 2020. You know, I would say the year was 2020. You know, Godzilla's been frozen up for a year. I mean, for years, yeah. And then all of a sudden you have Manda killed by the Gotengo. Yeah, during the city destruction, there was a bunch of Godzilla's villains, you know, bunch of monsters that Godzilla was facing. There was Rodan, Zoa, Anguirus, King Caesar, Kamacuras, Kumonga. There was Gigan, you know, the return of Gigan in that movie. Mothra is back to the film, like she's now helping Godzilla. And the fight scene, like the whole fight with Godzilla facing off all the monsters, starting off as Gigan. He killed Gigan first, and then he also killed Zoa. And then the three and four is Kumonga and Kamacuras. And then 5, 6, and 7 is, you know, Anguirus, Rodan, and King Caesar. So yeah. And then 8 and 9 is Hedorah and Abera that Godzilla killed them. Like he's just, I mean, this Godzilla 2004, like he's just very strong, like he's just very powerful, facing off his enemies. And then finally, the final boss, you know, Monster X, and then Gigan gets his chainsaw. Well, Mothra fights Gigan, and Godzilla fights Monster X. And then we get to the final battle scene, like Monster X transforms to Kaiser Ghidorah, because Kaiser Ghidorah is just very strong. Like he was absorbing Godzilla's power, and then suddenly, you know, the humans, you know, like you saw in Gotengo, they give to him more energy to make him powerful. He's now powerful, facing off Kaiser Ghidorah, and he killed him. It's like Godzilla killed all his villains. He killed all his monsters, you know, all his villains. So yeah. And then him and his son, you know, Godzilla Jr., you know, him and his son head back to the ocean, and the film ends where Godzilla did his final roar. And the title, Godzilla Final Wars. It means you thought that the movie was over. Well, no, it wasn't over. We have the Monsterverse version. And of course, this was you know, owned by Warner Brothers now. This one is from, you know, TriStar and Sony. It was a final rights to TriStar and Sony until this, you know, by Warner Brothers and Legendary. And yeah, you guys, really love the figure. This is the first time getting a Bandai figure. I'll get more. Should I get more Bandai figures in the future? Well, I do. Catch you guys next time. Before I end this video real quick, I want to show you guys that when I turn on my PS5, over there. See? Take a look, you guys. They upgraded it, so... yeah, and of course, if you go right here... see? See, there's that PlayStation 1 style sound. And the PlayStation 2 sound. You hear that, right? There's the PS3 style one. Oh my god, I missed that. Yeah. Dad, you hearing this, right? They put a PS3 sound right here. And here's the PS4 style. See? Whatever, but still love it. And of course, if you people want to do your sound, your appearance on this one, just customize it wherever you want. And yeah, I have nothing to say. I am very happy for the upgrade of this. It's a 30th anniversary for PlayStation because PlayStation's my favorite console. So yep, this is 1.A signing off.